Hello, friends and loved ones. Welcome to People Touching People Forum. My name is Dr. William Lee, and with me is my co-host, Miss Donna Thomas. Miss Thomas, it's always a joy. Welcome.
Thank you.
And so, for our audience, Miss Thomas, there's a very important topic that we'll be discussing tonight. And we have put a title to the discussion, and the title of this topic is Come Over to Jamaica and Help Us.
Yes.
Ms. Thomas, there's crisis in Jamaica right now.
Yes.
And I'm glad that you and I get the opportunity to sit down to discuss the emergencies and the things that are now happening in our homeland in Jamaica. You're Jamaican, I'm a Jamaican.
Yes.
Where in Jamaica are you from?
I'm from Ocho, yes.
You're from Ocho?
Yes.
Okay, well, I'm from Hanover. And so what's happening in Jamaica right now is very dear to our heart. So we would like to take this program to address the issue and to call our friends and loved ones to order in helping to bring a resolution to the crisis in Jamaica. But before we go there, I was reading the Bible, Ms. Thomas, and I found a few verses of scripture in the book of Acts, chapter 16 rather, verse 6 to 10. Maybe you can read it for us, please.
Absolutely. Okay, here we go. Acts 16, verses 6 to 10. Now when they had gone throughout Persia and the region of Galatia, and were forbidden of the Holy Ghost to preach the word in Asia, after they were come to Mysia, they essayed to go into Bithynia, but the Spirit suffered them not. And they passing by Mysia came down to Troas, and a vision appeared to Paul in the night. There stood a man of Macedonia and prayed him, saying, Come over into Macedonia and help us. And after he had seen the vision, immediately we endeavored to go into Macedonia, assuredly gathering that the Lord had called us for to preach and for us to preach the gospel unto them.
So what, by laying the foundation, what we're hearing is that there was a crisis in Macedonia. And of course, the Lord knows his servants, he knows his people. And because of the crisis, Paul, as he shared there, a vision, that a man came to him, which was the angel of the Lord, and said, Come over to Macedonia and help us. That's the key right there. But in verse 10, it says, and immediately they went over to Macedonia. Being assured that it was the Lord. And so we are taking this program tonight, this afternoon, Ms. Thomas. And as I said, the topic is Come Over to Jamaica and Help Us. And so let us go through and address some of the crises, some of the things that has been happening in Jamaica for the past week or so. Let's talk about the devastation of the hurricane.
So, as most of you would know by now, Jamaica suffered a hurricane, category 5 hurricane called Melissa, which caused chaos and confusion and utter devastation in many of the parishes. So our parishes in Jamaica, we have 14 parishes, right? So it's Hanover, St. James, Trelawney, St. Anne, St. Mary, Portland, St. Thomas, Kingston, St. Andrew, St. Catherine, Clarendon, Manchester, St. Elizabeth, and Westmoreland. Now, in this devastation, St. Elizabeth, which is known as the bread basket of Jamaica.
That is right.
All the crops were destroyed. So persons are thinking, how are we going to survive when we go to the markets? How are we? I saw a video online where a person bought 3 pounds of yam, $1,500. So persons are saying, with the St. Elizabeth, all the crop lost, how are they going to survive? So now we are encouraging people, we are imploring people to assist as much as you can. Assisting means clearing the debris, clearing all the zincs and boards, so that people can start rebuilding, can start replanting.
That is right.
And this is so important because persons lost their livelihood. There are so many farmers in that region. And having lost their livelihood, now the question is, what's next.
That's right. That's right. And you know, Ms. Thomas, as you know, we are part of an organization here in Toronto that we are very involved in crisis like these. The last one was Haiti.
Yeah.
Remember Haiti a couple of years ago, and our organization rose up.
Yes.
And we were able to send over 13 jumbo barrels of food, clothes, you name it, to Haiti, plus money. And then Grenada went through similar, and we did the same thing. A couple of other countries, we did the same thing. And here now, we're hearing the cry, come over to Jamaica and help us. So basically, you know, I've watched the various news outlets, and we have seen the devastation also in Westmoreland and various parts, the hurricane, and you know, we have seen, Ms. Thomas, homes have been destroyed.
Oh, yes. So
sad. Homes, livestock. I've seen, I think it's in Westmoreland, there's a photograph, news reporter was there, and he's showing that even the livestock, the animals, they drowned. You know, and it's very sad. So here we go. Houses are being destroyed. In some place, everything is leveled.
Yes.
Livestock. Let's go on. There's so much more.
There's a mudslide.
Wow.
Roads were destroyed. In some spots where the roads were, it's a riverbed now.
Wow.
I also saw a video where a gentleman, he was talking to a reporter. His car was washed away.
Wow.
And he was saying to the reporter, when I parked my car, here was land.
Oh, yes.
And when I come out, when I look at it now, it's just river. So hospitals were destroyed, police stations, schools, business places, bridges are destroyed. Many persons lost their lives.
Wow.
And there are persons who are not able to leave their locations because the roads are still blocked. They've been cut off. The road vehicle cannot get there because there are no roads. The roads are completely washed away. There's no electricity in most of the area.
Oh, yes.
No telephone services. Banks are closed. Gas stations are affected.
Yes.
Communities, as I said, are totally destroyed, and there is no food, there's no clothing, no necessities of life. Most persons that we're looking at when we watch the videos, the only thing they have is the soda clothing that they have on their back. They have completely lost everything.
I've watched a few of them. Last night I was watching one, and they were showing us in St. Elizabeth, Santa Cruz. The roads were like gullies. Everything were broken up. And I remembered as a boy, we would go through from Hanover, travel through. There's a place called Holland Bamboo Walk. I don't know if you've ever been there. It is the most beautiful scenery. And I could not believe when they showed all the bamboos, all the trees are broken down. It's heart-wrenching. You know. And so these are some of the things we talked about, as you said. You heard a man said it's cars. Two of my family members in Kingston, in Montego Bay, out by the Freeport area, they woke up, but where they were, look over, their cars are gone. Washed away. The entire area is covered. I've seen houses, Ms. Thomas, where literally there's no house. The house is sunk. The water covers the houses.
The houses where some of them were just washed away.
Yeah, it's so sad. So sad.
There are some that are still standing now, but they're so unsafe because a part of the foundation is gone.
It's gone.
So that has to be leveled.
That is true. That is true. We have one of our leader in our association here, 4 of our brothers, and they're from Westmoreland, and 4 of our brothers, all their houses are destroyed. It's so sad. And so we have heard so many of these stories, and we have been seeing that, you know, the telephone, the lack thereof is a major problem. Persons were not able to communicate with their families. So there's a lot of tension and fear, unknown what's happening to your family members. It's been, you know, it's been hard. In Montego Bay, I've seen it also. The General Hospital at Mount Salem, which I know the hospital, they're part of it. The top was blown off. I mean, in Hanover, the hospital, police stations, you know, and churches. Oh yes, churches. You know, and unfortunately, a lot of these homes that were destroyed too, were homes made out of board, wood, board, not concrete. And those folks have their homes for years, you know, and unfortunately, everything is destroyed.
Everything,
you know, what do they do? What do they do? And there's some community, as you rightly says, they can't reach them. It's like they're shut off because
they're cut off completely.
Because you're not able to go. How I was watching last night down there in Westmoreland, they're interviewing a man way in the swamp, and in his area, nobody ate for days. No food.
They have no food.
And it's so sad, isn't it?
No food. When I say they loved everything, they've come. I saw this man, and I'm telling you, I've cried so many times just by looking at the videos. This man said he was a carpenter, a builder from when he was a teen. And he said, look at me, this is all I have left. Only the clothes. And do you know how it breaks your heart to see a man crying? It broke my heart.
Of course.
But you know what he said? Other people around me need help. He wasn't thinking about himself. He was thinking about the people that are around him.
Wow, that's unselfishness. That's very good. You know, having a heart of compassion for others. And so I watched the trace of this hurricane, Mr. Thomas. When it came from the east end. You know, St. Thomas, Portland, and we kept watching, and we thought, okay, it's going to go off course back into the Caribbean Sea, and it came down, and then it came across Port St. Catherine along. So rather than going the other way, then it came across Clarendon, and it all followed the south course. But here's the story. I was amazed. It got to St. Elizabeth, and you know, it's the devastation. Then it went to Savlamore, Westmoreland. But at that point, Miss Thomas, it turned north.
Oh Lord!
It's just go north, and by going north, it went Hanover from my area, and from there Montego Bay. It's amazing.
Because my sister, she's saying this is not the first hurricane she has experienced. She said this was one of the slowest moving hurricanes.
Oh my goodness.
It stretched for hours. It lasted for hours.
Wow. But the news reporters had already told us that from here, you know. The speed. And so, but here's another thing. A lot of folks were not prepared.
Yes, because so many times the report says a hurricane is coming, a storm is coming, and they make preparations and then nothing. As I found this video funny. This lady was saying she bought so much snacks because remember the storm was looming for a couple of days.
That's right.
So persons went to the supermarket, they stocked up. But because it lingered and it took its own sweet time, they started to eat off the snacks. So by the time the hurricane come, the snacks were done.
Wow, it's amazing, isn't it? I saw a video which I thought that was, and the news reporter commenting on that. Now, in Kingston, down in the inner city, well, of course, the government, started giving warning to people, leave the shorelines and head to, you know. So warnings were given. And the news reporter was there, and a little wind was coming, but they know it was coming. And there were some boys downtown. They were at a party. I was watching, you saw it too. They were dancing, they were drinking, and having fun. And so it is about people. Unfortunately, sometimes persons do not take heed, and they don't follow the warning signs. And so, unfortunately, even persons died. You know, you know, I have one of the retirement home in Hanover. You know, it's built by concrete wall, and the roof is concrete. We have patients there, and I was concerned, you know. But I want to thank God. It passed by. The roof was still there. The walls were still there. The patients were safe. And the nurses that are working there, they stayed put. There was one nurse did not go home. She just had enough time to rush home, get enough clothes to stay for a few days, but they stayed put on site to make sure the patients. The only thing that we suffered at the back of the building, the rear part, we had about 4 large tanks, water tanks, that we bought and, installed there. 2 of them toppled over, even though they were filled.
Yes.
The pipes were broken, but thank God we were able to somewhat connect after with a plumber a gentleman who takes care of all of those. So everything is up.
Good.
One window at the back was smashed because of debris, but that also is dealt with.
Okay.
So the patients are very okay. Family members who reach out to us from overseas that were concerned. So I want to give God thanks for that. But others were not as fortunate.
Yes, a lot of people suffered and are still, some people, as we said earlier, there are some people who are still waiting for relief supplies.
Yes.
Because remember, there's no running water. The pipes were destroyed.
Oh, yes.
So they're waiting to get water, to get food. They are children.
Yes.
So many children are there because remember, schools are closed.
That's right.
They're not able to go to school. So you have the children there, they need food, they need clothing. There's a lot of need in Jamaica right now.
And the other thing too, the bank system down there, we were not able, nobody is able to send money down because everything is out of whack. And so person down there who are always depending on their families overseas are now stuck. Even myself, I want to send, well, we have the account down there, the home to take care, but the banks were closed.
Yeah, and my sister works at a Cambio. That's also closed. They have no electricity.
Yes. So it's a very, very trying moment for these people. And so we join Miss Thomas with others who are reaching out, who are asking for help. We are a non-profit organization. We are well established. We are part of a powerful ministry of Victory World Impact Ministries, and so we are reputable. And so we are reaching out to our friends and loved ones. As I said, in the association that we are a part of now, we as a group, we just launched it on Sunday.
Yes.
We have decided to send between 15 to 20 jumbo barrels of groceries. And so right now our members are out there shopping and we're getting plus money.
Yes.
We're asking for money because it's not just food or clothes, but what about repairs of some of these homes? They're going to need plyboard, they're going to need nails, so we are joining with other reputable organizations to solicit or to ask our friends and loved ones to join us.
Yes.
To join us.
Please do.
In sending these things to help. The Bible says, he that lendeth to the poor, giveth to the poor, lendeth to the Lord, and God will always bless us. And we have been, Ms. Thomas, our organization has been a recipient of God's blessing. We have been so blessed. Yes. We have done so much whenever there's a call or people rise up to the challenge.
That they do. Do.
Yeah. So let's talk further. Let's talk from our heart to, I know we have read the need, but let's make an appeal. Let's talk to the people. These are our people. And we have, thank God, our podcast is touching the world. We have been on now for a while, and we have discussed some wonderful topics that we're able to help people. And this time, now we're focusing on Jamaica and the need. So, what else would you like to say to your friends and loved ones?
So, in addition to clothes and food, remember, because persons have lost everything, they also need household items too.
Yes.
So we're asking you to donate, whether in cash or kind.
Yes.
And you can donate by e-transfer at info@vwimvictory.com. So that's INFO at VWIMVICTORY.com.
Very good. So then they can donate. And for those folks in Toronto, for the ones that are in Toronto, because our head office is in Toronto, and they can also bring the clothing, the food to where we are. Yes. And so let's give them the address. For those that are in Toronto, Scarborough, Markham, Pickering, in that area, who want to bring their supplies here, because we will be packing barrels. Our address is 2 Morning View Trail. 2 Morning View Trail, that's in Scarborough. Morning View Trail runs off Morningside before you get to Finch, north of Shepherd. And so and of course, you know, the association here and this address is Victory World Impact Ministry. As I said, they're the one that supports us. We are part of that establishment there. So those folks that are in Toronto, you can bring your rice, you can bring the sugar, you can bring, and I would like to ask also, Ms. Thomas, if you're going to bring clothing, please don't bring the ones that you want it's just ready to be thrown out in the bin. Let us give something good.
Yes, so we're asking for gently used, clean items.
That's right.
Items that you would want to wear, not items that you're gonna you have sitting down there that you have no use for. That's no good.
That's right.
Yes, you have items sitting there, but we want the ones that are gently used, because persons really are in need of clothing items in Jamaica, and we want to send them things that are good, things that they'll be able to wear, and it's not limited to one specific age. Adults, children, babies, send whatever you have, because we want to send as many barrels as possible to Jamaica to help out as many persons as we possibly can.
And also, remember, Jamaica is a tropical country. It's not a North American country. We have done this before, and it's amazing. It was for Haiti.
Yes.
How many folks in Toronto brought winter clothes? We don't need your winter clothes. Think about the Caribbean. It's a tropical, right? It's a warm country. So please, don't bring any heavy clothing like you'd want to wear in the winter.
Yes.
Leave those at home. All right? So as you said, the shoes, the dresses, pants, the shirts, you know. What about, apart from the groceries, what about bed sheets?
Yes,
you know,
everything that you use in a house, we need. If you have curtains, bed linen, you have a blender, toaster, you have items that can help to cut shrubs or anything like that, or anything, everything that's needed for the household. It's needed in Jamaica.
Oh yes, and we'll get them now. We'll get them there. And so we chose to take this moment to address. You might have heard it many times on the television, the news, but we want to make this personal to let you know it has affected us. And in our association, there are a number of members in our groups who have families back home that have been affected. And so it's a plea from our heart. Come over to Jamaica and help us. Jamaicans need your help.
Yes.
The poor need your help. The children need your help. The seniors need your help. They all need your help. And so we're coming to you this evening to plead on behalf of the needs Jamaica. Come over to Jamaica and help us.
And one other thing I'd like to add, we have been getting a lot of help from the international countries overseas. A lot of them have gone in with personnel, with manpower, with food, with supplies. But there are some, as we stated earlier, there are some regions that have not got any assistance yet. And remember, the assistance that the Jamaicans need are not only for this week or next week or next month. Moving forward, they're going to need continuous support. So they get support today, fine. We are going to continue to send supplies so that months from now, they're still, because remember, a lot of them have lost their livelihood. They have nowhere to make a living. So the more that we can send to them, all the better it will be for them.
That is so true. That is so true. So please, here we are again, Ms. Thomas and myself coming to you to plead to you. We are very concerned, you know, by watching and see, even the ones that are dying. What got me, Ms. Thomas, is I was watching one last night, and this old lady in Savlamar, the reporter was talking to her, and the tears, as you rightly said, she says, all I have is the clothes, this dress that I have on my body, no food, nobody. And so we are pleading again to our friends and loved ones, not for us, but for Jamaica.
For Jamaica.
And by the way, everything that we receive, whether it's finances or material or supplies, foods, everything that we receive goes directly. We have been doing this now for years. Nothing is kept back in our till. Nothing is kept back for administrative functions. Everything comes in, will be released back to these people. And for accountability, if you send funds, whatever you want, a report, you want some documentation to prove, no problem. We are willing to forward that to you. So you'll have that information to prove to you that everything is legit. I want to close, but my heart is still broken just by thinking about the people and hearing the cry of these that are suffering. Come over to Jamaica and help us.
Yes, and if you happen to go to Jamaica and you go into the neighborhoods, just talk with the people, ask them how they're doing, give them a hug for those who need a hug. I was watching a report, and the reporter was talking to this lady. She was so broken, and at the end of the questioning, she just leaned into the reporter.
Come on. Yep.
It broke me that her situation is so desperate.
Yes.
She's saying thank you for coming.
Wow.
She is so appreciative of the fact that somebody is highlighting their plight.
Yes.
And she just leaned into and she started to cry. So if you see them, just hug them, just say it'll be okay. Reassure them that things will get better. Reassure them. Tell them that help is coming. And that's why we are calling on you to send the help that they so desperately need.
The other thing I really admire, I'm not a politician. I've left Jamaica 46 years, but Jamaica is my home and I love it. But one of the things we must say also, we want to commend the present government of Jamaica. I've watched the Prime Minister going from village to village, parish to parish. That speaks volume. That means he's not too busy to get out there in the mud to identify with his people. And so this has nothing to do with politics. You know, what he has done, from my perspective, is setting an example to say, you know what, I can relate to you. I know what you're going through. I'm here for you. And I must, as I say back home, big up the present government in Jamaica for the job well done. Keep up the good work, you know. And of course, the people need, as you said, they need to be encouraged. They need to be comforted. And so it's indeed, Miss Thomas, a joy to sit with you. It's a very sad but exciting moment as we present this podcast to the world. And so, Miss Thomas, at this time, you have the last word, please.
And as we close, I just want to encourage you to continue to pray for Jamaica. Prayer changes things. Prayer changes things. It can't be too much. When you're praying, pray for Jamaica. God answers prayer. And we believe in the power of prayer. So continue to pray. Continue to show love. They need to feel that sense of belonging.
That's right.
So continue to pray, continue to show love. And again, we're asking you to assist us in our drive to help the people of Jamaica to overcome. This is just an obstacle. This is something small. We're not going to make it big, right? Because that's what the devil wants to hear. But we are saying that they will overcome. They will rise again. Jamaicans are resilient.
That is true.
And I am telling you, you give them and apple, they make a pie. You give them a little water and a little flour, they will create a meal. Let me tell you something. We as Jamaicans, we are little, but we are talawa. So we are asking you, whatever help that you can, send it over, and you can be assured that whatever you send will be sent to Jamaica. As my dear host said a while ago, we are linked with a reputable organization.
Come on.
So you don't have to worry. You don't have to fear that the money that you send will not get to the people who absolutely need it.
That's right.
You can trust us when we sit here to say whatever you send will get to the people who need it. So once again, we're thanking you in advance because we know that you're going to reach out, you're going to dig deep, and you're going to send in items, money for the people in Jamaica. Thank you again for watching our video. Thank you for liking it, and thank you for sharing it. Of course, you can find us on YouTube, Facebook, or Apple Podcasts. So please, we're looking forward to hearing from you. And again, if you have any questions, any issues, please feel free to reach out to us. Thank you.
Mr. Thomas, very well said. And so we thank God for giving us this opportunity, this platform, that we're able to touch the lives, reach people beyond the regions, the world. And so, yes, we stand together and we join together with our friends to make a difference in the lives of those that are hurting. And so, again, thank you, Ms. Thomas, for another wonderful program. Yes, again, we are coming from People, Touching People Forum. And I've mentioned earlier on, and I'll repeat it, that there's a ministry, a multicultural ministry that's standing with us, supporting us. It's called Victory World Impact Ministries. 2 Morning View Trail, Scarborough, Ontario. Telephone number is 416-282-1101. If you want to speak to Ms. Thomas, you want to speak to myself or the administrator, call that number. 416-282-1101. With us on the program, putting this program together, is our coordinator, Mrs. Stacyann Campbell. We want to thank her. She's from Portland. Portland. And I heard that Portland, well, they got some,
a little,
but thank God her family, well, of course, you don't mind me saying, her mother's house rooftop was gone, it's blown away, but mom is still strong. Mom is still strong. And now our engineer, is brother Mr. Gospel, and Mr. Gospel is from Nigeria, Africa, and so it's a joy to have the team of us working together to make this program possible. Thank you again. Thank you, and may God richly bless you. We look forward to see you next week. Hopefully we'll have another program, another topic to discuss. But we love you. May God richly bless you in Jesus' name.
Thank you.